those real quick. Don't ask. I don't usually answer phone calls in the middle of whatever, but today's the day that I kind of have to break all the freaking 4, 5, 6 walls, whatever, because, you know, I just don't. I don't care what, you know, screw it. There's no rules. There's no rules on my channel. If it's something that's important like that, then whatever. What do I have to do? Okay. What do I do? Oh, diamond. Makes sense. Well, if it's real, you can do it. If it's not. Yeah, how's that? Oh, clock parts. So. Okay, now what?
Once, Dracula decided to make me like himself and bit me so that I would wake up as a vampire. But it didn't turn out at all as he had planned. The good in me resisted the vampire traits, and I died as a human.
Wow.
But the vampire left Castle forever, so that he would never be reminded of his failure.
Okay. No offense, I'm kind of confused. The girl also became a victim of Dracula. If she died, then her grave must be nearby somewhere. I have to find the grave where she is buried. Perhaps there will be a clue there about how to get out of here. I am so confused as to the story now. I played this before and I still am confused. I am so confused. I'm confused. The best way to explain it is I'm confused. I just am. No, you nitwit. Okay. So. Okay, we're gonna go in the cemetery. In which her grave will be right here. Well, I need a freaking Brigitta. There's no, I'm sorry to say this, but when you are a vampire or turn into a vampire, it's not the good resisting the freaking side. I'm sorry. Even I know vampire stories, and no. You is stupid. I'm gonna tell you that much. You're stupid because you're not. I hate people that freaking change freaking vampire stories. That's not. Well, okay. 1, vampires don't sparkle in sunlight. Let's just get that straight right now. 2, vampires don't like garlic. 3, the way they die is by stake in the heart. That's how they die. Not by not by silver bullets, that's for sure. I think it was silver bullets, I think it was in Underworld. Although, I'm not going to criticize Underworld because I love Underworld. And, yes, that's hypocritical, but I don't give a damn. Because I named my daughter, actually from actress Celine. October Celine. Celine was her middle name. And her first name was October. And not October after the month October, October after Stay Alive. Which was a horror flick that if you played a game that if you died in a game, you died in real life. And there's a character named October on there. And I really loved her personality. I loved her name. And I said, I would love to have a daughter and name her October. And I did. October. And then I took Celine because I thought that would be perfect. You know, and I actually spelled it just like the Underworld Celine. And my God, my daughter was just like October Celine. You know, she had that very strong, you know, personality, and I love that. That's what I loved about it. It's like she had it, like, don't you fuck with me because I'll kick your ass. I love that. So, I don't care what people say. I like how my kid, you know, how my kids are. What the hell am I supposed to do? I know you can't. So what the hell are we supposed to do with the ants? Well, just stomp on them for one thing, because freaking ants are just, they're evil creatures to begin with, because they bite me. They bite anybody if they're red ants. Red ants are just not good for anybody. That's what I find so freaking funny. When I moved down to Florida, you know, I moved to Florida when I was about 11 years old. And I lived in Edgewater, Florida, when I first started off in Florida. And I think it's so freaking funny how you find out very quickly that fire ants are the ones that bite, you know what I mean? Compared to the ones in New York where if you have black ones, they don't do nothing to you. They're no biggie. They're not gonna harm you or anything. You come down here in Florida, you get bit by a red ant, you're screwed. You know, you get all bubble, you know what I mean? If you've been bit by a red ant, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a pain in the ass, if you ask my opinion. So, you know. But oh, but anyways, back to the one subject we were talking about, the apartment situation. He lost his job, and we began to lose the apartment. There was I remember one time, and I said this in one of my stories, that I had my engagement ring, which was a $6,000 ring. It was only 1 carat diamond, and it was from K's Diamond, you know, K's Jewelers, which I get all my jewelry there. Not right now, I don't have that kind of money, if you know what I mean. I love their jewelry. But again, I'm going to tell you a few places I love jewelry. I love K's Jewelers, if I'm going to get my diamonds and whatnot. I love Walmart. I love their illumination. I think it's an illumination collection with like all rainbow colors and all. And then I do love their collections. I get my jewelry there from there. I also get my jewelry from JCPenney as well. So yes, I got like I am, when it comes to both worlds, I'm the best of both worlds. And let me explain what I mean by that. I am high class, but I'm also low class. I'm literally both of each world. I could go either direction and be okay. You know what I mean? So, I'm very easy to please, and then there's moments, okay, let's just get through our head. Sometimes it can be really difficult, so. And it's the truth. I have both sides to me. That's who I am. I'm both sides. You know? But, me, you know, I don't know how to explain it, because it's like, yeah, I got that high class personality. Do I live that way? No. I'm not even near it, and I'll be honest, I don't know if I mean, if I became into wealth, you know, if I got wealth, I'd probably, and I'm going to say this is from me standpoint, I would probably sit there and, well, I've already thought about this, I would probably try to figure a way of making more jobs. You know, I put my money into a business. Well, I'm trying to do that now. You know, I really am still trying to do that now. And I make into the business, and I would try to make more companies in the USA. Well, not companies, probably more big corporate. We're gonna get more people, hire more people, and make jobs for people so they can survive better. And then I help the homeless. And then I would sit there, and I really do all that, believe it or not, because extra stuff. And I even see homeless people. There are times I sit there, and if I have food left over or whatever, like if I went out, I just give my food to them. Or it's funny because if you watch Shell How, she did the same thing, but I've done that too. Actually, like she did, give my own food. You know, I've done that. And then there's times that if like when I have money, you know, I will literally give them food or take them out. You know, there's officers that do that too. I've seen that on one time when I was at the Denny's. There's a nice officer that did this for this one homeless woman who bought her a nice meal there and everything. It was so sweet. She was so thankful for it too. There are actually genuine homeless people out there that are actually thankful for things that they're given and whatnot. Then there's the ones that are they're stereotypical for everything in life. Well, not really. Well, there is. You know, you got the ones that are grateful, the ones that are not grateful. You got all sorts of types of homeless. You got the ones that really aren't, and then there are the ones that are, and the bad thing is, and it's just like life itself, one bad apple in a basket can make the rest bad. So you don't want to judge everybody, because, you know, I did have this one homeless guy that actually did this, and it pissed me off to no other, where I gave him food, and then I turned around, because he said he's hungry. I turned around, and I looked, and he threw it away. I'm like, well, apparently he didn't want it. He just wanted alcohol. And I was so pissed off, because that was not no cheap freaking food I had given him. It was, like, expensive. And I gave it to him because I really thought he wanted food. And that pissed me off. I'm like, I won't ever trust another homeless person ever after that. And it did take, it took a long time. I'll be honest, I still have my reservations about that now. So if I do help out, I always make sure it's like in a local charity or something, like literally where it's actually going to be given to the people and they're actually going to eat and they're actually going to, I give it to where I know what's going to be done. Not this turn around on your back and they're throwing, that's bullshit. That's not homeless. That's what you call people not really being homeless. They're just, they're, and then if there are people like that out there, and they're doing, and let's just say, which we know we have problems in the USA with alcoholics and all, and there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just get them the help if you can get them help. And if our homeless population, if some, because most of them are addicted to alcohol or drugs or whatnot, can't there be some kind of fucking program, and I'm cussing about this, can there be some kind of program where we help them out? Where we can help them out, and so we can get them away from that stuff and get them like rehab or something that can help them, because we need. I mean, a lot of our crime is because people are not getting mental health. A lot of the crime is for multiple different things. It could be a hate group or whatever. But in the end of the day, if someone's not going to get the help, it's going to like domino effect into other things, and it's going to cause more problems for the whole United States of America and everywhere. So it's just a way to stop it before it gets so bad. Let's try to stop it before it gets so bad and quit, being a hypocrite about it. I don't know. I think there's a lot of things they could change, or at least try to help. I mean, there are people out there begging for mental help, and they're not getting it. And it's fucked up. Because if someone's coming to you and asking for help, mental help, and you're not going to give it to them because they can't afford the hospital stay to get the help, or they can't afford the medicine or whatever not. How's that helping? You're just making it more. I mean, I've seen, when I went to jail twice, and both of the charges were dropped. Not lying. And I've been in there where there were people that were homeless, and they kept going to jail because they didn't want, that's the only way they got fed. And I even asked them, why do you keep, well, of course everyone's inquisitive who got arrested for what. You're not really supposed to talk about it. But I even asked them, like, well, what are you, and they're very open. They're like, I'm here because, I sleep outdoor, I'm homeless, I have nowhere to stay and whatnot, and this is the only way I can feed myself. And I'm like, oh my god, that's not good. I'm like, the first thing I thought was, I'm glad you're safe now, because you it's not a good place to be, but that's the only place that, and that's a problem too. Half of our jails are filled with, besides the normal top-notch criminals, which is not naturally the case. Most of the time it's small misdemeanors or whatnot that are filling up the jails and whatnot. There's a lot of problems we're having. I mean, literally, half our population in jails are not usually the top-notch ones. They're usually the bottom ones. And it's like, what the fuck, man? You're bitching and moaning about our jails being full, but you're not fixing the damn problem. And most of, about maybe, I don't know how much percent in there are homeless. So the only reason why they're there is because, of course, you're on the street that's soliciting? No, not soliciting. That's, I forget what it is. But it's an arrestable offense. That's not their fault if they're, if they're trying their hardest to get money to have a job, whatever it is, to get home or whatever. And you're still gonna arrest them for that. And half of our places that are homeless shelters, they make them pay. Some of them that I know in Florida actually make you pay to stay there. It's like, okay. And how are you supposed to do that if you're homeless? And how are you supposed to do this if you don't have a job? And if you are trying for a job, how the hell are you supposed to buy? Like, what the, like, it's so fucked up. Even being homeless causes you an arm and a leg. It's like, I'm grateful, and I always say this once again, I am grateful to have parents that help me. Because I tried for years on, and I know recently I gave up on the search again, but I'm grateful to have parents that help me financially take care of myself right now. I am very, very grateful that they are doing that. And I'm grateful that I had my parents, one of our family members on our channel, and also Sherry, not Sherry Croft, Sherry, I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right, but Sherry, she was my family member in Second Life, helped me get my computer I have here. With their help, this is your guys' special shout out. Thank you for helping me. Of course, I'll still make another, I'll make a video for them and all. I just haven't gotten around to it because I've been switching everything around. But, I'm very, very thankful for all the help I've been getting. And, you know, when you banned it, and I was so upset about this, someone put a thumbs down on a freaking, and I'm so pissed about this, like, I'm actually, well, upset about it, like that, boo-hoo, cry, but like, what the fuck kind of heartless person would thumbs down a banding together film, which was about Joe, and whatever her name was, I think it was Sarah, I forget her name, it was my Heart's Medicine one. I'm like, why the hell would you thumbs down a freaking very touching video? What, because you're heartless? I mean, that video was very touching, and some people are just freaking heartless and can't take a clue when they be opening their heart to something, you know what I mean, it's fucked up. The reason why I'm so mad about it, it was on a really serious, a very, very serious one. A serious one. But it's funny though, because I've seen other films too, with like Markiplier and other films get, when we start talking about the very hard things, like he's starting to play, I think, this cancer one, I'll be honest, I'll say it right off the bat, and I'm gonna be honest about what I did. I did put a thumbs down for that one because it's a very touchy subject for even me, and I'm not ready. Well, I already told you guys that my mom may or may not have leukemia or cancer, so I understand it, but everyone has an opinion about it. There's a lot of people that put negative things. I cope with things differently. Everyone has a different way of coping with things. I just don't think that's one. I don't really like the fact they made it into a game. I don't think that situation should be. I don't know. It's a really gray area for me, because I'm kind of being hypocritical. See, I'm already telling you right now, I'm being a little bit hypocritical because I'm sitting there playing a game that was about death. You know, she lost her fiance in a car accident, and here I am talking about, but there's 360 different ones. Actually, no, it's not, because it kind of ends in the same direction. Well, not necessarily if you get right treatment, if you're able to. But that's not even the thing either. It's just, I don't like, I think that's real, and even most gamers that played that it's a very touchy subject, and I'll be honest, the way I reacted to it was thumbs down automatically, because I watched like maybe a few seconds and I'm like, nope, I'm not, because it's just, you don't, no, I had a hard time, I didn't even know, and I'll be honest, I didn't even know when I played Heart's Medicine about how deep that was going to get. If I knew exactly how deep that was going to get, I probably wouldn't have played that. But to be on honesty, you can't run away from life itself. You can't run away from problems itself. No matter how hard you run from them, they're going to keep following you, and they're going to find you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, in parts of my life, I do run away from certain things. And then there's other things I actually confront. And everyone's got the choice if they confront it or they run. But in the long run, you will meet you will meet that side of yourself again. So no matter what you do, I hate to say this, in the long run, you're gonna meet that other side that you keep running. Because I've had this in my life where I ran away from so much stuff for the longest time, and it still caught up with me in the long run. I still had to face the factor of the things and whatnot. So no matter what, in the long run, you can run all you want, but you're gonna be caught up with it sooner or later. It's gonna look right in your face and say, now you have no other choice. You have to look at me, and you have to sit there and face your issue. And if you can try to avoid something in your life for the longest time, depending what it is, I don't agree with running away from it, but then again, I'd be a hypocrite saying that I don't run away from my own issues. I try to run away from them as much as I can. I play games all the time to run away from my real issue of my kids are not around, the court case, because I get a split. If I get like a split second to think about, what has really happened in my own, well, I already know, my kids are not around, I'm pissed at my ex-fiance he freaking gets arrested And then my key gets taken, and then no matter how hard I try to get them back, I fucking lose them in there. And every day, I still blame my ex-fiance for that happening, because it was his fault. He was at fault for that freaking son of a bitch. In all reality, they should have gave me my son. Go away. It doesn't matter. Past is past. There's nothing I can do. But I will always, the one thing I told my mom, I will always hold that grudge against my ex-fiance for fucking destroying my family. Cause he was to fucking blame. My son is not. I found out that my son's not adopted still. Jigsaw. He's still not adopted. I found this through the Vine. And I'm like, what the fuck? What was the whole purpose of going through all that court case, the whole 9 yards, and then I thought I was meant to believe that when I did what I did was to give him into a nice home that could, whatever. No, they didn't adopt him. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, that's a mind fuck right there. That pisses me off. I think the major reason why they did it was to try to get me to lose my parental rights, which guess what, people? I am 10 times smarter than you guys. I will outwit you every single time. My lawyer told me what to do. I surrendered. I did what was best for my son and I still got my parental rights, and I still can have more kids. And guess what? I don't have to be in Florida State to do so. So fuck all of you. Not you guys. Not you family. I'm talking to the people who did their damage. And believe me, I'm still feeling the damage from all. I'm pissed. When my other kids when we went through this whole process, they were adopted with, within...
This is incredible. The portrait has come to life. And Enron is reaching out his hand toward me, as if I could help him with something.
Yeah, I mean... It just pisses me off. Fucking, that's the one thing I told my parents. I'm like, if their whole agenda was to sit there and, if their whole agenda was to get me to lose my rights, they were fucking crazy. Because I am brunette, that's one. I'm smarter than average. I might be very ditzy, but you want to be careful about the ones that are very smart, because we will outwit you every time. I know Einstein, I'm gonna tell you that much. I ain't no, that brainiac. I ain't that, I'm just telling you, I don't, you gotta understand how frustrated I am. Or frustrated I am. Well, I did say it right, didn't I? I don't know. It just bothers me. You guys can understand my frustration. I'll explain it. God damn it! Like, go upstairs, do something, do the Humpty Dumpty, turn around, spank, I don't know. It bothers the hell out of me. But the one thing I tell you is, I might look dumb, but I'm not. I am very smart. And when it comes to... See, the thing is, I'm not no lawyer, but I tell you this much, I could be a lawyer very easily. I was watching this video the other day. Can't really remember exactly what the person's name was, but they're talking about their problems and whatnot, and I'm listening, because I like to listen to everybody too, besides my own mouth going off constantly. And it's like, they're talking about their problems and what they did and la la la. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm listening to all the problems. They defame the character of the person already because they mentioned her name. You don't ever, ever, ever mention a person's name in even a vlog. Blog, or anything. You can be defaming their character right off the bat just with their name. So you want to exclude their name and go around it by saying, like, make up a name or say something different. Like, there's a way around it. I've been doing it for fucking I don't know how long. I don't even know how to do it. But the whole factor was defamation of character they did. then you listen about how the shit went down and all that. I'm like, well, there's another issue they had, and it's just so much. I mean, I listened to the whole story. I listened to their story and whatnot, and I felt sorry for them because they're going through a... Well, my AC ain't gonna be done today, I tell you that much. And definitely not in that weather. That's gotta be crazy. I wouldn't blame them for not working in that situation. You know what I mean? No. Speaking of which, I gotta check on it because it's raining. That's gonna put a lot of damper on their fixing their stuff around here. Oh god, my head's like, gotta drink more water. I think I'm getting too frustrated as well. I can't think right now. I'm using my eyes a lot too. That one thing my my eye doctor said a while back, he said take 30 minutes away from the whatever. Well, here's the thing. It's hot in here, it's raining outside, so that you know damn well straight, and no one should work. You can't work on an AC in the rain, you know what I mean? So I kind of understand the situation now. So most likely it'll probably be tomorrow. So. That's not a problem. If they would have started early in the morning, we could have got it all done, but whatever. Not bitching and moaning about that. Excuse me. Anyways, so it's like 1:38 anyways. So yeah. And it's the thunder in real life. That really is thunder. So anyways, I'm gonna sit there, watch this, and edit all this stuff later, and I'll be sitting there thinking to myself, what the fuck was I talking about? Why didn't I finish that subject? Why didn't I finish talking about that? Well, anyways. You know what I find funny? Let's say this right now. That most of my viewers that I see, sort of, I think I don't know, it's really weird because I have so many boys, well not boys, men and women. I don't know how you supposed to freaking look at your analytics and sit there and whatever. I look into my analytics all the time. Well, it's raining like I want. Really, and you're gonna rain hard now. You could have rained yesterday hard, but no, it rained today hard. Whatever. Today I wanted to rain hard, it didn't rain hard. Now it's raining hard. Stupid weather didn't do what I wanted it to do when it was. I love that though, what weather does for most of us people. I wanted to rain this day. It doesn't rain that day, it rains the following day. I swear to God, it's like a delayed reaction or something. Whatever. Ugh, screw it. God dang it all. Now it's gonna rain like crazy, and then it's gonna be 10 times harder the following day. Jesus Christ, man. We don't get a break around here if we tried. So. Well, I don't know why I'm bitching. It's raining. It's like 81 degrees in here. 81 degrees. It went up about whatever. So. Whatever. This is what I mean, but I can't work in the heat. I get really bitchy. What am I supposed to fucking do? 3, 2, 6, 4, 5, 2, 1, 6. Oh, okay, I thought I was switching around or whatever. Okay, whatever. So. It would be, the letters, okay, it would be, oh, whatever, I am not bothering, so, now I gotta do, that's it. What the hell do I have to get, oh, it's just so fucking frustrating. I don't want to think, I'm gonna just do 3 thingy, but anyways, in all reality, I lost my apartment. Yes, we're gonna get back to that subject again. I lost my apartment. And I ended up living in a hotel for a good 14 months. And then I moved to here. So. And then I've lived here for almost a year. I'll live here a year in September. So. Which is better than not, you know, being on the streets. I'm very proud that I'm not. So I'm grateful to, you know, be where I'm at. I'm just giving a short version. I'm not going to go into the details and whatnot. I'll give you the details another day. Right now, my mind is so exhausted. And it's funny though, because we tell YouTubers, don't do YouTube when you're exhausted, and here it is, I haven't made a film in how many days, and I don't need to start losing family members because of that. If I had to start losing family members on my channel because of that, you know what? At that point, I don't give up, but I just don't care at that point. I don't give a damn at that point, because at that point, I'm like, you know what? If you cannot accept the fact that I have a really bad, like, weather condition where I'm living, then you know what? You ain't no freaking family member. Family member's supposed to care about you and love you for who you are. See, when I said family members, I meant family members. People apparently, you know, if you're on our channel, you take it literally as a family member. Well, I don't know how some of you guys take it. I take it as a family member situation. I don't know how you guys can take it however you want to take it, but I take it as a family member situation. I take it as we're actually family, where I don't know how many other people think that way, so I don't know. The last 2 welcomings on our channel actually really outdid myself, and when I say outdid myself, I mean in a good way. The one time I did, I don't know, I did on the 53rd one, I basically sat there and I did a video. I even went and did, well, I didn't do the pictures, but I had pictures that I placed with, you know, I'm always talking about, you know, role-playing and all that, so I figured, wouldn't it be cool if I could do the role-playing of welcoming their family member, and also show them pictures, like, what our place looks like, so I thought it'd be a cool idea to add it, so I did. And then I made a video for them, which I've had so many views, but yet no thumbs up, no nothing. And yes, I'm actually sitting there bitching about it, because it's like, lately I've been making all these videos, and I get no feedback. And then if I get a feedback, it's on an older film that really, there's no reason for a thumbs down on that one. Really. Freaking critics, I tell you. But then again, we're all critics, so in the end of the day, what do you get? You get a critic. But Jacksepticeye was to just say, let it roll off your back. Well, yeah, there's only so much you can do when if you're in a situation I'm in right now, you're gonna be bitchy. You're gonna sit there and eat it. You know what I mean? This week alone, I've had nothing but hell. I had my car. I'm beginning to get my car part. Yes, my parents. My mom and that. Well, my parents and I argued for a little bit. Not anything bad. We fixed our issues and whatnot, like we always do. But my dad, you know, is helping me fix my car, so I got the head gasket. Well, not yet. I won't get it till Wednesday. And then I'm gonna have somebody fix my car so I can actually fucking travel and get back on the road. And if I get a job, I'm not gonna be able to go and have a job. You know, second job. So, and it's true. Most of your YouTubers now, that even the little ones, even Red Wolf, he has a second job. He has it, well, I think to him it'd be main job to him. I think, I'm not positive how he looks at it, so I can't speak for him. But he's working again too. And sometimes, and people were so scared that he was going to quit YouTube. Well, no, he said he wasn't. So thank God for that, because I really love his videos. But hey guys, we are all in the same pool. We are all family, no matter if we are part of each other's channels or not. We are family. So when all YouTubers start out, we're all struggling in all walks of life. It doesn't matter. You're gonna struggle for a bit. And it's like Jacksepticeye said, and I agree with him. It doesn't matter if you have top-notch equipment or not. The thing I think we need to work on as a community is quit the freaking bragging on your specs, on your computers, and whatnot. Because for those below you, meaning the little baby YouTubers, and I'm a baby YouTuber, because I've only got 53 family members, compared to people that have 100,000s and whatnot, but they're still little. They're still little YouTubers too. But anyone that has millions, they don't, I mean, yes, it took them all their work to get there, but don't freaking start bragging, I got this, I got that. Because you got the little YouTubers that will feel inadequate. Well, I'm being honest, I feel inadequate. I see freaking YouTubers of the Yang got all these freaking, I got a house, I got this and that. I'm like, you know what, it must be very nice to get where you're going, but I'm pretty sure that you didn't get there just by YouTube alone. I'm pretty sure you had a job. I'm pretty sure that there's 2 people working in most, I'm pretty sure there's more to it than there. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, when it comes to YouTube, it's not all from YouTube. They gotta be working a second job. They gotta be sitting there and, because there's no way you could, even if you, I mean, yes, you could get however much money per whatever. But I would not be sitting there totally leaning on YouTube either, because YouTube is not no guarantee for financial stability. And it's one thing I've learned in the courtroom very quickly, especially when I got criticized about it. I mean, it wasn't told, my lawyer told me to keep my mouth shut when it came to about when I was doing YouTube. I still talked about it quite often when I, you know, visitations and whatnot, but you get looked badly when you're doing YouTube if you're in a court case with your children and all that, and they're thinking, okay, what kind of other job do you have? Because YouTube's not really a job. That's how I look at it. And I was trying to get my business license with, and you don't have to, I don't believe you have to, because I looked it up, you don't have to have, like, college degrees for certain things to do. It's recommended if you want to get paid more or whatever for, like, event planning or whatever not, but, because I've met people who had no prior experience and have money and make money up the gas just doing that shit, and, whatever. But anyways, so, it's frustrating. It really is frustrating. But, yeah, they don't look at it as a job. And if you think that YouTube's the shit sort of speech, it's not. It's just YouTube in the end of the day to society. So, no matter how much we all protect it as YouTubers, it's not a job. In all reality, it's not a job. Us gamers put more money out than we're getting. Well, I'm only a little YouTuber, so I'm in the really rough part of it. But it's, in the long run, I'm going to say, and don't take this the wrong way, I'm more better putting money on my jewelry line and selling my jewelry line than to do YouTube videos right now and I probably make money more faster in Second Life, but more faster in other places than YouTube, because in the end of the day, freaking all these damn glitches that have been happening and whatnot, it's just not making me a happy camper. I mean, one day freaking YouTube had a revenue problem on my thing. I don't get money. You look on my channel, and if you look on Social Blade, they'll say, oh, she gets this much money per year. Really? Because guess what? I have not had one penny from YouTube. So I don't want to hear I get money, because I don't get nothing. Because if I did, I'd be bragging about it. And that's honest. I would actually sit there, not bragging about it, but I would be like, hey, guess what, guys? Our family finally made some money, finally. We don't. We're broke. We are a poor family. We are a very poor family. But we're still a family at the end of the day. That's sad to say, but it's true. I don't mean to make it sound, that way, but it's the truth. It's not a lie. So, I love you, family, but we're not no Richie. And that's the truth. At least I'm not lying. No, I mean, we as a family, we're trying to, do our best. But it's frustrating. It is. It really is frustrating. I just don't want. I've been talking about this for a while now. I have a few YouTubers that I love to death. Not literally to death, but I really love. And I really love watching channels. But the more they put these certain things out, I'm not gonna. Let me explain exactly who I'm talking about. PewDiePie. His recent video was about his, showing his place out, which is not, it was fine. It was fine how he was doing it and all, but then it seemed like he was coming off arrogant again. And then he apparently, on the chalkboard, said something about Keemstar and someone else, and, oh, Leafy's here. And I'm like, oh, great, you're supporting two, well, apparently by YouTube, other YouTubers, although I don't know how to, I'll be honest, on my side, I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know what to think about it. But those are the two major freaking YouTubers that caused, well, they didn't cause nothing. It was their fans that caused most of the stuff that happened. But, oh, talk about drama. Yeek. And apparently Keemstar was supposed to be banned and whatnot. I was watching this on other YouTubers. I'm basically getting my own ideas from other YouTubers from what I'm actually seeing on their thing. Which technically, if you think about it, that could be defamatory of character if they really, depending how they're putting it. So technically they could get sued if they're not doing it in a right manner. So they might want to watch it. But there's so much drama with YouTube and certain people, and you don't know exactly what to believe unless you see it yourself. So, I watched Leafy is Here. I'm not subscribed to him, but I've watched it. But I don't agree with his. I don't agree. I do watch him, and I do listen to certain. I'm not subscribed, but I've watched some of his videos, and I'm trying to figure out why people judge him so much. See, the thing is about me is I'm always curious, why are people judging these YouTubers so much? What is so bad about them? Because I want to know before I make my judgment. To be honest, I don't know what my judgment is on those particular two, except for to stay clear of them, because they've caused so much drama amongst YouTube. That's what I'm getting from everyone anyways. So, in a way, I probably have already judged them at. And I'll probably sit there. I don't know, I don't really think they're bad. I don't know. I'm not going to agree with them. Because I think some of the stuff they could steer away from, but I really hope that YouTube's not coming to all drama is normal, because drama is not normal and could cause people's lives. And you're probably saying, what do you mean cause people's lives? Well, with some people, literally, I mean, the one thing about Leafy's here, there's this one kid that did the fedora or whatever, and he didn't know he was autism. He did say sorry, so that's awesome. He said sorry. Do some research before you start criticizing people. For God's sake, don't freaking make a person cry. And don't even criticize a person like that. That's not even right. There is constructive criticism, and then there's bad criticism. I don't know, so I don't know everything about Leafy. I don't know everything about Keemstar. I just know what I've seen and what people have reported on them. That's all I know. So in the long run, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to think, but I don't think, trolling people. I don't think causing drama is the one way to go. It's the wrong way to go. I'll be honest, if I ever got trolled, to be quite honest, I'd be going to sue right off the bat because one, I have schizophrenia, bipolar manic, borderline personality, PTSD. That's just 4 of them, and I got a few more, and I can't really remember the rest of them, to be honest. I got told I had a few others too, but those are the major ones. I don't play games. I would find a way to. It would be. I don't play one because it's too defamatory of character, or harassing or bullying. That's another thing. I've been on a lot of YouTubers' pages, and I'd watch a lot of them. And if I see something that is a threat or whatever, I automatically report it because apparently, even if you're a big YouTuber or not, you still have the ability to have that power and control over your channel, where you can sit there and look at your comments, where you can sit there and just say, okay, report. You gotta have more control. If you don't have control, then what the hell? You need to get moderators or something. You need to do your job as a YouTuber and moderate your channel. And right now, I'm able to moderate my channel, well, our channel, because it's not that, difficult. But if it gets any more difficult, when it gets to the higher numbers, to be quite honest, if it gets to the point where I can't do it all by myself, then there's going to be people being hired to help me moderate my channel, so everyone's protected, no one's being threatened, nothing. I don't want that on my channel. If I have someone trolling or hate messages or whatever, you're gone, you're reported. If it gets to a point where there's like really bad comments, and you know what I'm talking about, I get the officers involved too. I don't play with people. I've already been in domestic violence. I've already been in hell and back. I don't play with people. I don't mind throwing people in jail left and right if they sit there and do something wrong to me. And I mean, actually do something. And there's a reason why I sit there going like this, because there are things that you don't arrest people for, and then there's other things that you do. Harassment is one of them that you can have a... I forget what certain thing. I know certain things to a point, but I'm not that great. You report it, and then whatever. Not. Why am I talking about all this bullshit? Like literally, like. All I know is when it came to PewDiePie, I'm at the point. The only reason why, I'll be honest, the only reason why I'm hanging on to PewDiePie right now with this channel is to watch him play Outlast, and then after that's over, I'm done. I'm gonna unsubscribe after that, or I might unsubscribe before then. Because he's coming off too arrogant lately. He makes jokes, which is not okay for anyone to make jokes. He's coming off more and more arrogant lately, so I don't like it. Markiplier's not as funny as he used to be, and Jacksepticeye seems to still be the earthbound. He's still down to earth. I'm not the only one that's been saying this either. So, a lot of people have been seeing this. So, it just upsets me, though. But it's funny, though, because here I am talking about other YouTubers, talking about my life, and I'm playing a game just like... It's like Leafy does. Leafy is here does the same thing, except for... He talks about, like, the cringiest kid and all that. I'm like, why the hell would you do that stuff? But... I haven't watched... I've only seen certain videos of his... I can understand a certain video. You gotta like watch it. See, the only thing to tell you is to watch your videos and make your own judgment on what you think. I just think there's too much drama and a whole mess. But there's drama everywhere you go, and you gotta know what's best for you, and if that's what you would want, I don't know enough to make a clear judgment. But the thing I find very fucked up, though, is how Keemstar, I'm mentioning, how he gets away with getting banned and still able to run a channel. He says he's not part of, he's not the one that mainly focuses on the channel, whatever. But then he's, like, there's been rumors that he's gonna step down. I'm like, if you're, my thing is, if you're banned from YouTube, you should be banned, period. End of discussion. No comeback, goodbye, sayonara. On any social media, if you're banned, you should be banned. The end. It's the same thing with Second Life. If you're banned, you're banned. You're the end. You can't make other alternate accounts, you're done. And that's how it should be. If you're banned, you're banned. If you did something to offend or whatever it is, you need to be bye-bye. You need to sit there and say goodbye to YouTube. I don't, like I said, I only know what there's only so much I know about, you know, all this stuff. So, I don't know what else I could tell you guys. I'm just, oh, screw it, skip it. But yeah, and Leafy's here. When he plays when he plays his video games, he's always talking and playing a game. So it's, but every freaking YouTube, well, no, most gamers actually talk about the game. Me, I'm talking about my life, because I have a really fucked up life, and it's really screwed up, and nobody can sit there and get any psychological mental stability, believe it or not, to sit there, play games, watch movies, listen to music to heal myself, because I can't afford a freaking mental, you know, whatever, mental psychologist, which I really would like to go back to my counselor. So, it sucks. It really sucks but all caps, if you ask my opinion. So, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be here for something, what exactly?
Emily's portrait has come alive. I can give her the stones so that she has them.
And eventually that portrait will be, yep, see what I tell you. What a fucked up parent. Fucking jealousy is it? I'll be honest, I think I don't know, there's a lot of things that could be worked on in our community, I think. One thing, I don't think bragging about, I mean, yes, everyone wants to know the specs of our computers and whatnot, but, you know, because some people want to get exactly what they have, I guess, I don't know. I find it's very frustrating for me, because it's like, I don't know, I'm just looking at parents to help me out, and my friend, my family member and friend, Sherry, helping me out financially to get my computer, my parents, and also one of her family members, which I promised not to say their name because they asked me not to, so, and respect to them, I won't. But, yeah, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. It takes, literally, I mean, it's not really, what the hell? It's not really, why am I in the middle of a sentence quit stopping? Oh, there you go. Oh, what's that? Fast? What the hell's that mean? This is a little girl's skeleton. It seems she needs something to rest. Right. It seems she needs something to rest in peace. Her gloves? Her pouch. What? It's probably a flower, but I can't. I think I'm freaking frustrated. What am I supposed to use? A pouch. What am I supposed to be using? Hold on. Really? Fine. I highly doubt you would want to do that. It's so fucking gross. Whatever. Grody. I don't know what to say anymore. Ugh. I don't know, I don't know, we all have to freaking follow rules on YouTube. I don't see why certain people get privileges and not. If you're banned, you should stay banned. The end. You should not. But there's a lot of people have already been banned, and then they still come back. It's like, what the hell? I don't know why am I even bitching about it? It's not even my problem. It's actually YouTube's issue, not mine. And to be quite honest, if that's their issue, then I don't know. Lately, YouTube's been having a lot of issues with bugs and glitches and all too. I noticed, and it's like, to me, it's like, what the hell, man? Like, why are we having so much issues? My 4th and 5th revenue, my 4th and 5th of July was screwed around with. I don't get, like I said, I don't get nothing, but any little screw up. But it's like any screw up on anything. What the hell? Oh. What the hell? Really? Ha 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 ha. Hardy har har. What the hell? I have to make it. I need the board for the rock. I need it. What the frick is a bash relief detail? Like, how am I supposed to understanding of that? Oh, freaking whatever. I don't understand a dang thing. I need to find key. I wish I Anyways, don't mind me. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Mom. Hey, at least I'm admitting I'm bitching and moaning. Most people don't admit that much, but I'm admitting to my flaws. I bitch, I moan, I complain. And either one or two things. They fix my issue, or I'm still in the same rut, and then it's like, what the hell? Or I work myself too hard, and things get worse. Because then I overwork myself and stuff. Always an issue with me. There's not ever a time that I don't have one. Do I make my own drama? No. One thing I don't. I try to live a drama-free life as much as I can, but I always have it come to me. And I'm so enthused about it, which I'm not. And you probably say, what the hell do you mean by that? Well, here's something you don't know about me. My lovely exes that I hate so much sit there and love to bother my parents if they can't get a hold of me. I hate that. They should do harassment charges, but they don't. And it's a fucking headache. Because if they can't get a hold of me, I change my number or whatever. But I haven't done that yet, by the way. But they'll get a hold of my parents and they'll bother them up the wall. And then my parents will get so upset that they call me and say deal with it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, just get them for harassment. Because technically they're harassing you. No. They're the type. I'm not going to judge that with the 10 foot pole, nor am I going to talk about it anymore. It's just, I'm bothered with the whole situation. I don't know what to fucking talk about anymore. All this is just whatever. And this is all bothering me right now. God. They have a hint. I don't know, this all of it fucking frustrates me. All of it does. Whatever. Like blah 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 blah. Talk. That's all I ever do. And it's nice to relax, but right now it's like I can't relax because whatever. I don't know why I'm bitching at the same thing that all YouTubers are bitching about right now, with being behind on videos. Well, their thing's a little bit different than mine. Mine's because of the freaking weather. either it rains so hard and knocks out the power, or something's going on. And then I have really no AC, so yeah, I'm gonna be the wickedest witch in the west, south, north. I don't know how many, if there's 4 or 5, but north, south, west, east, whatever. No. I have no idea what that sound was. I worry too much. Okay, this much of the AC's not fixed by tomorrow. I'm not gonna fucking work tomorrow. I am not. I don't care how many people are upset with me at that point, but you know what? Be upset. I'm not gonna fucking end up dying on camera. Nope. Nope. I'm not dying anytime soon. The only way I'm gonna sit to have that happen is in natural causes when I'm of old age. That's the only way I'm going. So. I don't know. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Mo, mo, mo. That's all I ever do. Because I'm unhappy with my own life. And that's the honest truth. Not lie. Not sugarcoating it. I'm upset with my own life. I miss my son. I miss all my kids. I'm pissed at the fact they're still not adopted. Because I thought, whatever. They're just compulsive, habitual liars, and I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of compulsive, habitual liars. Those are the people. I'll be honest. Those are the people that you really gotta worry about. No joke. If you had a murderer and you had a liar in a room, which one would you trust? The liar or the murderer? To be all honesty, think of it twice and logically. Technically, you would trust the murderer more because the simple fact is at least you know what they're capable of doing. You know what they can do. A liar, however, you don't know what the hell they're capable of doing except for lying. And you cannot ever trust them. Therefore, there's your answer. You cannot trust a liar, but you could trust you. Well, you couldn't really trust a murderer, but you could in a way too. So, you guys, at least you have a general fact. Oh, this is what they've done. But naturally, you know. So, that's my personal opinion. Everyone has a right to their opinion, so. Just saying. Come on, stupid hint button. How the hell, and what the hell am I gonna do this with? Oh. Okay, now what? I need another little chamberry thingy. I don't know, I don't know. It's funny though, because a long time ago, like before anything else, I remember people talking about Keemstar and this and that. I'm like, it's funny though, PewDiePie talks about him a lot because, they're friends. And then you hear, I don't know what to freaking believe. It's like literally just drama with everything. You got drama with Hollywood stars. You got drama with freaking YouTube stars. I was like, what the fuck, people? Like, seriously? Does there have to be drama everywhere? Apparently so. And I don't really understand why. The statue ones in here are wonderful. I don't know. I just think it's BS crap, people, that, like, literally everywhere there's drama. You can't, like I said, you can try all you want to be drama because there's always going to be someone else up noise there for you or something. It's sad if you think about it. I never say never ever either because you can, I don't know. Very frustrating if you ask my opinion. So, I'm just saying from my perspective, the one thing I would love to have is just people to be happy. Yeah. I wish, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm glad I have parents that are helping me, and I've had family in Second Life and on our channel to help me is get to where I get. Without you guys, it would not be possible. What frustrates me the most though is I have to get help from others just to get where I need to be, and I don't like that. I want to try my hardest to do on my own, but I can't, apparently, because it's impossible. Well, in my head I say I can't. Could I do it really? I'll be honest, I've tried. It doesn't work. I must have a bad luck charm or something. I don't know. I just don't think that... I'm just telling you how I feel inside, so... Is in life I need help with certain things quite often. I'm just glad there's people there to help me and get me through that moment. I mean, I am constantly going through a struggle. I mean, I saw this one thing on Twitter about marriage and kids and whatnot, you know, gay marriage and all that stuff, and it's like, you know what, I wish I had all that, you know, I wish I was married right now to my partner. I wish I had kids with my partner. I mean, me carrying the kids, because I want to have more kids. It'll come there when it gets there. It's just very frustrating. I go on this, like, little treadmill in my head. It's like, if you had a partner now, and if you were pregnant right now, would that make you any happier? Would it make you any happier? It would make me happier, but then I have to find a balance between you two, and my personal life, and I could do it, you know. It most likely will probably make me a lot happier, because right now my channel is freaking, it's struggling, and I don't know what more I can do for our channel. I also can do is amp it up to HD and throw videos out there, and if you like them, you like them. If you don't, well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's going to get to a point where I'm not able to do the gaming anymore, and then I have to go right back to vlogs where it costs no money at all. You know, then my channel will probably be declared vlog channel next, probably, because right now it's declared gaming channel, so. And I don't want no help from no freaking corporate offering me to help me either. I've had that happen twice already. Oh, I'll help you for a price. Screw you. I'm not paying you. I'm not paying you. I'm going to work my ass off the right way. If that's what you do with your other people, whatever, no. That's not how you do your YouTube page. That pisses me off that people actually do that. You work your ass off for your rightful position, just like you do in the workforce area in real life. You work your ass off for your rightful position. You do not get given it to you. I've heard a lot of bitchiness out in the real world about how people get oversaw because someone way beneath them and whatever gets they get surpassed after being there for so many years or whatever it is, and it's like, Jesus Christ, if that's real, if it's the real world out there like that, I don't want to be out there. I'd rather be indoors working behind whatever. You know? It's like, I don't want to be in a world like that. I'd rather be in my own little world in my own home where I can be safe. But no matter where you are, you're not always safe. Not always. You're not safe. I mean, you can, the one thing I'm glad about things is, yeah, you can block, mute, whatnot, you know, on, you know, channels, social media and whatnot, but there's only so much you can do. All I can say is, I don't know. Well, fuck you. What the hell is my map? I want to go to the castle situation. So 6 beds, 2 beds. Okay, give me this one then. So I need 6 and 3. Which I probably won't get all of them until, you know, whatever. I've done this before where I'll get so many of them and then at the end I'll have to replay it, or you know what I mean, blah 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 blah. So statue. There? No. I don't know. Is there anything else I need in here? No. Okay, go back to the cave. For God knows what. What are we supposed to go in for? Oh, statue. That was not a smart idea. Whatever made someone think that's a good idea? Not me. It was part of the game. I'm not getting blamed for this one. Screw you. What the hell am I supposed to feed you? You like fish? Well, you're welcome. I hope you're okay with that. Seriously don't know how to think about that. You. Yeah. You see something useful. Blah, 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 blah. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, teddy bear. Here you go.
Thank you. I finally have peace and can leave this world.
Aww.
Take this part from the clock and put it in place. This will help you solve another mystery.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you for letting me rest in peace. Okay, now I gotta go back here. Go to you. And here we go with the story time. Or maybe not. Hey, there's supposed to be something going on here. Oh, it's still missing parts. Oh, God. Checked up on them, they seem fine. They know me all too well with this heat. If it gets too hot, what happens to me? I pass out. Which puts me in the hospital, which I'm very noticeable if I get too hot, too cold, I land up in the hospital very quickly. So, and that's not a joke, I actually do. I land up in the hospital. That's why people can sit there and moan, whatever they want to do. But if I take a day off because of the heat, whatever, I'm going to. So, I already said this week was the week of adjustment, so if people didn't get the memo, I'll make up another memo again. And if they didn't get that memo, well then they just didn't get the memo. Or they were ignorant, one or two. Which I highly doubt it. Whatever, I'm not gonna start getting into this. It's like talking to my own head half the time. I know you're like, what the? I'm like, what's going on around here? Distracted today. Really distracted. Got a lot of cut out in this. Oh dear. A lot of editing to do. I mean, people, I'm not, I wish, I don't know, I'm very disappointed with some of the people I'm subscribed to. I don't like it. It's like I keep, like, every other day or so, it's like I'm constantly unsubscribing to somebody else because they're not, well, people do change and there's nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? It's just disappointing when, but it's true. It's not. It's funny though because it's something that Jacksepticeye had said to saying is, you know, people do subscribe for certain things, and then if it changes, they move on to somebody else, and it's okay, See, that's what I love about Jacksepticeye, is he's very understanding person, and more YouTubers need to be more like him, I think. And also like Red. Red is a nice person too. They're more down to earth than anyone else. And I'm not liking my acquaintance, my little crow. Annoying that time. Pausing this.